Merhaba arkadaşlar, ben Özgür Maral. İyi akşamlar, nasılsınız? Bugün bir kadının gücünü göreceğiz. Yani Forexten ne kadar para kazanılabiliyor? Dünyada en çok kim Forexten para kazanmış? Karen isimli bir kadın var arkadaşlar. Karen Super Trader diye. 3 yılda 41 milyon dolar para kazanmış. Bunun bir yaşam hikayesi var. Şimdi az sonra bu videoya tekrar döneceğiz de. Bu bir kitap olarak bu işe başlıyor. Zannedersem bu kitapta fiyatı uçuk bir fiyat. 88 bin dolar mı ne? Yani Forex eğitimini anlatan bir kitap. Onunla başlıyor. Az sonra buraya döneceğiz. 41 milyon dolar kazanıyor dünyada bu kadın. Şurada buldum yazısını. Tam olarak isim soy isim. Tabi İngilizcemiz biraz sıkıntılı olduğu için herkeste olduğu gibi arkadaşlar. Karen diye tanınıyor ama soyadı mutlaka bir yerlerde vardır. Bunu Türkçe'ye şuradan çevirerek bir bakmak istiyorum ne olduğunu. İngilizcemiz maalesef zayıf. Karen'le tanışan Super Trader 100 milyon dolara 190 milyon dolara giren kadın. 100 milyon dolar yatırım yapıp yani trade açmış. 190 milyon dolar. Muazzam. Warren Buffett en başarılı yatırımcı yapmıştır. Warren Buffett ve onun değerli yatırım metodolojisine olan aşinalıklardan dolayı. Warren Buffett diye başka biri var. Bakalım başka. Karen ticaret dünyasında ün kazanmak için meteor yükseldi. Ünlü bir şekilde kendi parasından 100 bin dolarlık ticaretle kendi parasından 100 bin dolarlık ticaretle 190 milyon dolarlık bir varlık kazanmış. İnanılmaz yani. Kendi parasını 100 bin dolar riske edip 190 milyon dolar kazanmak. Röportajlar dökülmeye başlandı. Fonunu izah getirmek için arka planı, ticaret stratejileri ve genel tavrı merak ediliyordu. Karen tam zamanlı opsiyon ticareti yapmadan önce küçük bir şirketin CFO'suydu. Yani yönetici gibi herhalde. Super Trader Karen. Tam soyadını ben göremedim. Ama basit bir araştırmayla bulabilirsiniz. 100 bin dolarla gidip 190 milyon dolar. Ben hesaplayamıyorum yani. Ben o kadarını hesaplayamayacağım. Şuradan bakalım ne diyor. Biraz izleyelim.
Excited to be here.
Beautiful.
I mean, wow, this is very impressive.
Well, I mean, we have known each other indirectly for probably 10 years, meaning that she knew me before I knew her. And it wasn't until some point, probably about 3-4 years ago, where somebody said to me, "Hey, who is this woman?" Okay,
Why hadn't she run yet?
No, and look at the risk that she has on, that kind of thing. And we're like, okay, we better figure out who this person is. So let me tell you the story, because this is great. And thank you so much for coming in. And this is a story I've been wanting to do for a ridiculous amount of time. And you fill in the blanks for us.
Well, I'm learning a lot. I didn't know you looked at what we were doing.
As a preview, one of her friends drives her to a preview for Investals.
Yes.
That's pretty fair,
Yes,
right?
that's correct.
And you went kicking and screaming.
And are you crazy? Why would we want to do this?
Really in its infancy. I mean, there was Investals, there was a couple other companies, but it was pretty much in its infancy. And the topic, as far as derivatives go, even though they were great preview speaker, and then probably whoever the speaker was.
And had some successes and more failures than success, but I learned from the failures. That's the important thing, is to not to give up, not to look at, I have failed.
Önemli olan vazgeçmemektir diyor. Başarısız olmuş bakmamak. Bir de ben daha önce izlemiştim arkadaşlar. Diyor ki denemek diyor. Başka bir şey demiyor.
I can't do this. No, what you've done is gotten closer to a success. Because every time I failed, I learned something that made me a better trader, and a better trader and a better trader that got me to where I am today.
So you were a little bit of a numbers junkie on your own before this.
Yes.
And then, so the business was your first account at Toss.
Yes.
And with $10,000, if I remember.
Yes.
$10,000. And so now I'm going to fast forward to 2007. 5 years. And this is, now we're going to fast forward to 2007. And
that I could make this work.
So here's where the story gets amazing.
To evolve at that point.
So all of it clicks. So let's just say because this is the remarkable piece of story. To 2011, you make $41 million.
Correct.
How are you not a Lifetime movie?
3 yılda diyor 41 milyon dolar nasıl yaptın diyor. Ha?
A difficult market. I don't think it was a difficult market. It was a difficult market. Period.
The worst.
So
as we moved over to the indexes, then we could play more safely, and then we started strict
strangles, right? That would be the closest, like,
into Mexico very soon. Fortunately,
you're going to. Now, one of the things that you're probably starting to discover now is that the more money you make, the harder it is to make money.
We're not quite there yet.
Yeah, you're that you're proof that anybody can do this, which is awesome. And I mean, I'm not saying it like, I'm not trying to make this into, I'm not trying to say what you did isn't amazing, but you are proof that anybody can do this.
Yes.
And you don't have to be, I mean, we started when Tony was 20 years old. I mean, I was 22 or whatever, or he was 19. I was 20.
Discipline. I came home every day after work and would sit down and apply like at least 1 hour of just concentrated study. I did that night after night after night. So that's what I see the most of is people that get involved in this think it's going to be easy and it's going to be quick, and it's not. But if you're dedicated and study and practice and learn your craft, there is a great payoff down the road. That is something I've learned over time is to be
sabırlı olmak gerek diyor. Anladığım. Vazgeçmemek gerek. Her gün düzenli çalışmak gerek. Denemek gerek diyor. Bir anda zengin olunmayacağını bilmek gerek diyor. Öğrenmek gerek diyor.
Be patient and really work on the emotional process, because greed and fear are very strong emotional activators in this, and it'll make you do stupid things. So you really need to build the confidence and rely on that confidence and look at what you're dealing with as, how am I going to manage this? Not the, oh my word, the market's falling. Okay, the market's falling. How can I take advantage of this? What happened with me is I stepped back and started seeing the big picture. I got my mind.
As a final wrap up here, Karen is now become a money manager.
Evet, şampiyondan bazı sözler dinlediniz. Bu kadın bir şampiyon. Canlı tanığı, yani çok para kazanıldığının, ama bunun için yıllarını vermiş, eğitim almış, denemiş, kaybetmiş ve sabır göstermiş. Bunu sizle paylaşmak istedim arkadaşlar. Hoşça kalın. İnşallah biz de böyle paralar kazanabiliriz. En azından bir kısmını.